Talk to me, brother.
Well, first pod as a married man, how does it feel?
We did it. Oh, how does it feel? You know, the depression hasn't started to sink in yet, but it will.
You just got back from the
Yeah.
mini moon, so you got like 3-4 days for that to set in, maybe 5.
I'll gain 30 pounds, just lose all my friends, and then, the depression sinks in.
Once the hair starts going, you ever notice your buddy gets married, you see him a year later, he's got no hair. What the fuck?
I got that, I have a natural, the widow's peak. What's that?
But it hasn't been moving, though. It's been peak forever.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, but babies have
peaking.
that. It's who's the guy that dates Fergie? Josh? No, he dated Fergie. Josh Duval. Josh something.
Oh, Josh, he's hot.
That guy, he's good looking guy. Yeah. He's got that. He's got a widow's peak.
Okay, yeah.
It's a permanent
It's been working
thing.
for him.
Yeah,
I love the comparison.
A little better than
I
me.
love that. I love the comparison.
Look, am I reaching? Maybe.
Hey, shoot for the stars.
Yeah. No, but the wedding was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
No.
Last week?
Yeah, like a week and not
week
even
and a
half.
bit. Yeah, so that was fun. Wedding was a good time. Do you have a good time?
I loved it. I thought it was awesome.
Nice. Do you like my shot at Keelan?
That it was the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Basically in front of all of our friends and family, telling him that his exes cheat on him.
Yeah, it was.
It's a bold strategy. And
there's a video going around and my reaction, I start digging a grave. It's not good.
Just grabbing him.
Yeah.
He's a dead man.
Yeah. Put him in a body bag. No, it was good.
I had even during the wedding. So I remember up until I think 11:30, and then from 11:30 until I just remember the DJ being like, "All right, last song," and that was 1:30.
Yeah, you were like lewd Leo, but on the dance floor.
Oh, I was dead. So, but here's the best part: is I was completely blackout for that 2 hours. I kind of missed that, and so the next day, I could get into the fucking shenanigans of the hotel room is another thing, but so the next day, I'm talking to Nick in the hotel room, and she said something about hey, remember when they played Paradise at the Dashboard? And I was like, I must have missed that. Fuck, I was really busy. I must have missed that. And she's like, oh, okay. And just starts scrolling through her phone, these videos.
Of
and
you
it's me in the
singing it?
dance floor singing and dancing and shit. And so I was like, did I leave the dance floor? She's like, no. And I was like, okay. So I blacked out for 2 hours. I don't remember anything.
Yeah, I mean, there was bottles on the floor. That I will say that the floor was buzzing. The D floor was buzzing. It was good. No, I had a good time. I mean,
It was good.
yeah, things were said. It was awesome. What's your and then you jetted off to Chicago real quick. Any quick highlights? Any stories? I know your travel stories are always.
Look, there's always some good stories. We had an early morning flight. Okay, for whatever reason lately, when I've been getting on planes, someone always shits their pants. Someone farts. And I think farting on a plane is it's the equivalent to farting in an elevator.
Yeah,
it's even worse. It's even worse.
I don't know about worse.
No, it is worse.
It's longer. How many? If you're in an elevator for 3.5 hours, fuck, you're in one.
That's what I'm saying. So elevator, you're gonna get out at some point, right? In the airplane, you can't even crack a window. And if you do, it's a big fine.
Yeah, they frown on
that. If you do, it's a big fine, apparently.
They arrest you.
So I think, if you fart on an airplane, that's a slow death. The people that take... It should be, I'm sorry. But that means, in my book, it's up there with pedophilia. I don't care. You know what? Here's the deal. If you're in the back of the plane where people are taking a shit, then you could fart back there because those are the shit seats.
Yeah,
Everyone knows that.
Cheap seats.
Yeah,
You're the last minute ad.
That's it. Everyone knows. If you're sitting back there or...
You fucked up.
Wait, is it the back or the front? It's at the front. No, isn't that the front?
What the bathrooms?
Yeah.
Back.
They're at the back?
Yeah.
I feel like
they have the cockpit at the front.
I was on
They
flare.
need to see it to fly.
Dude, I'm telling you, I think I was on flare, and I feel like there were shitters at the front of the plane. Either way, I think if you're on either end, all right, it's open game. All right, and those seats, you should know you're going to get shit on the entire flight, and you can't say anything, and you can't open the door.
But when you're in the, you're row E.
I was on the wing,
you know what
dude.
I mean? You're on
and
E.
The worst part about being on the wing, maybe it was a cheap plane, but if you're on the wing, you have the vibration of the wing. So, and someone like me, I think half the time the plane's going down. But if you're on the vibration, it even adds to the stress and the tension. And then buddy beside me just shits his pants. It's not a good look.
Honestly, hey, Nicole, don't talk to her. Don't talk about her that way.
Okay, and then, guess actually, wait, I did something bad. Okay, so that was the way there, someone shit their pants. The way back.
You shit your pants.
We're on, no. Maybe. We're on flare, okay? So I said this, cheap.
Death wish.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, no, actually, so
I wonder you're so afraid of flying.
I
You got like
Googled-
Wright brothers planes.
no,
They're starting it with the fucking...
Jared Wright flew the plane. No, but I looked into Flair, and apparently there's not a lot of accidents. It's cheap, but they get delayed a lot, but they don't go down as you know.
They don't report those statistics.
It's like Malaysian.
Yeah.
But
They fake a terrorist attack. If one of their flights goes down, they just blame terrorists.
okay, so what was I gonna say? Okay, yeah. So the way back, it's 2-seaters, right? And I'm Nicole and I, we flew to Chicago. So on the way back, they didn't put us together for whatever reason. So they have like me on the one window and then her on the opposite, like right across on the other window. So Nicole was like, "Don't worry, we'll just ask someone. They're obviously randoms, or they're together. It's perfect, right?"
Yeah.
They happen to be randoms. So I asked this old like European dude. I don't even know what accent he had. I was like, "Hey man, do you mind switching seats?" He said no, he didn't want to. So I was like, okay, that's fine or whatever. And then Nicole asks the one guy to switch seats with me, and as a young kid, and he goes, "Yeah, no problem." I'm just like, turns out he's going for work or something. So he goes, "No problem." So I switch seats with the young kid. I sit beside Nick, and then this young kid sits beside the old guy.
Yeah.
The setup of a lifetime. The old guy talked to the young guy.
Yeah.
The entire fucking
That poor you owe that man
I
a
felt
lot.
so bad, dude, the entire time, and that's the worst. And
Should've
like
asked
the
him for
kid,
his Venmo on the way out.
and here's the worst part was he was clearly a polite kid. He had like his AirPods in, and the old guy was like tapping him to take the AirPod out to talk.
He's like, "I'm not done with you
He's
yet."
like, holy shit, I felt so bad. It was the worst.
Did he look like a back in my day kind of old, or was it like
I don't know,
he's,
like
you know,
old, like a Yeller type thing. Dude, he was, I don't know, like he was anyway. He was just chatty, and I felt so bad for this kid. It was a setup of a lifetime. That I felt terrible the entire time. This guy just had to talk his ear off.
That is fucked.
Yeah, it was bad.
You're a bad
It was the equivalent of just ripping my pants.
Yeah.
In the middle of the thing.
Yeah,
So,
like it's not good.
Besides that, Chicago's good. A lot of homeless in Chicago.
A lot of hobos.
Ton of homeless everywhere. And Nicole's like such a soft-hearted sweetie that like she doesn't like to say no to people.
You went for the deep dish. She's got the deep pockets. Like
deep something. She doesn't like to say no to people, and like, so we would go into like a McDonald's or something for me to grab a coffee, and she'll like hold the door for this chick with a stroller, and the chick would be like, "Thanks, sweetie," and she'll turn around, she'll be like, "You got money for my baby? She's hungry." And like Nicole is just frozen, right? And I'm like, "Fuck your kid," and we just
yeah.
push through pretty
Push the
much.
stroller down the stairs.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Besides that, Chicago was, it was awesome.
A lot of home. I think
There are a lot of
there's a lot of in a lot of big cities. Like Van's bad for that. They got the Walking Dead lane. That's when I did my first crystal meth.
Oh, Vancouver?
In Van, yeah.
You did not.
Well, I just walked down the street and some homeless man just blew crystal meth in front of me. Well, I'm assuming it's meth, PCP, like ice. I don't know what the fuck it was.
That was like, what was
crazy.
that was like the first concert that we went to. First concert.
Oh, block party.
Yeah, when you got high the first time. Wait, no, I take that back. No, when you got high the first time in front of me.
Yeah, definitely my first
But
time.
you were like, everyone's passing around. You're like, "No, I'm good," and I could tell I was like, "No, man, just go ahead and do it. Like I know you do it." And you're like, "Oh." Meanwhile, I knew you dealed, but you're like,
okay, I didn't.
100% you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you're right. No, but yeah, I remember getting like secondhand high.
Yeah, I was just
Oh, okay, I got another one. I talk too much. Do you want to say something?
No.
Can I
Go,
keep going?
keep going. Rip it off.
Okay,
Like,
so
go.
so we're in Chicago. We do all the fun stuff, flick the bean, all that, right?
Jeez. Oh yeah, it was your honeymoon.
Is that what they call it? Yeah, all right, that's good. By the way, that thing's huge. I thought that it was a little tiny thing. Nicole's is huge too.
Yeah, okay.
No, but like I didn't realize it was such a huge thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was tiny.
This is always what happens.
I thought it was the size of the bull, and I thought we were going there to see the bull, and turns out the bull's in like New York or something.
Yeah, you think because the Chicago Bull. Yeah, the bull would be in Wall Street, but you're thinking like
Wall
Chicago
Street.
Bulls.
Yeah, that's probably why. Yeah, I thought it was a bull.
They got a statue of a goat.
Who does?
MJ, come on.
Oh, fuck.
Keep up. God damn it.
I'm not here today.
God.
It's been a long one.
Yeah.
No, okay, yeah. So we get there, the bean, whatever, it's huge. And then we go to, Nicole wants to go to the Chicago Art Museum of History or whatever, right?
Yeah.
It's my scene. So she wants to go there specifically because they've got, the picture. Anyways, so we go there, we get to take the picture, but then we're like, hey, we're already here. We might as well like go around and check out the stuff. And they had this like big Van Gogh thing going on. So there's like Picasso, Van Gogh, a bunch of this other stuff. Nicole and I are walking around. two things right away. One, we don't belong. Okay. And you could tell that.
Say.
You could tell that by the people talking. Because you know the people, when you go to arts and they'll be like, they'll just stare at the art and they'll be like, how does this make you feel? Like this and that, right? And
They
like,
always have a long name.
yeah. Oh, the names.
Sebastian.
The names of the dude. The names of the painting. It'll be like fruit, and the name of the painting will say fruit. Like every name is literal.
And they're just like, wow,
weird.
that's brilliant though.
I know. Oh my God. Yeah. So that was one. We knew we didn't belong because like it just all looked like finger painting to me. I didn't get it.
Yeah, but that's abstract. That's how you do it.
Yeah, but people will be like, "How does it make you feel?" It's like, "How's it supposed to make you feel?" It's there's paint. I don't
Well, it's
know.
supposed to move you. Like you're supposed to be moved.
It's on the wall, so I'm moving it all.
No, but you are supposed to be moved.
I am. I'm
by
going
it.
through painting to painting.
When I was younger, I got pretty much art class. As soon as I learned, I was hip to the scene of abstract art real young to what it meant. So like that got me through. Anytime I painted something shitty or like whatever in art class, they'd be like, "What is this?" I'm like, "It's abstract." And they'd be like, "Wow, he's brilliant."
this fucking guy.
Yeah, they'd be like, he is the next one.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So that, and then there's like, we didn't know that there's like, I guess this laser like that you can't see to make sure you don't touch anything.
Okay.
Okay, we didn't
Now
know.
we're talking. That's like 007 shit.
It is. So, and then there's security in every room, but two of the security guards were asleep. Not kidding. They're asleep. We got there at like 4, closed at 5. It checked out. So we're going to go and we're looking at all the art, and Nicole starts to like point and get too close to the art, and then we hear the beep, 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 the thing.
Jeez, turret, like a little laser turret pops out.
And then the guy, wow, art is real well protected. No, but then like a guy pops around the corner and Nick's like this, like she puts her hands up in the air, right? But she did it like 2 or 3 times where she got too close to the art, and then she thought it was funny to like, and I can't. There's 50 rooms and there's a security guard in every single room. Any room that Nicole went
Those
into,
damn environmental people,
dude,
they're afraid someone's gonna go fucking glue their hand to the Mona Lisa.
So any room that we got into, Nicole A would probably set off the alarm, and then B, she'd always turn to the security guard and go, "Hey, how much for this one?" And then make a joke. She said it to every security guard in the room.
They're just ready to kill themselves.
They're ready.
Like,
Yeah, and
oh,
I'm like,
like,
Nick, you
why
know
is
how
this
many
happening?
times they probably heard that joke? So she's just setting off alarms, and every time that they pop their head in, she's like, "Hey, how much for this one?"
So hey, to those of you, those brave men and women who are manning the posts at the Chicago Art Museum of
Those
History,
heroes.
those motherfucking heroes, purple stars, because they're doing their job, because they're on it, because she is a bit of a menace, and like, I don't know, sometimes women are disgusting. They don't always wash their hands. Like, I dated a girl once who there was no hand soap in her bathroom with her roommate, okay? And like literally month would go by. I'd be like going into the shower, putting bar.
Yeah.
I'm like, eventually I brought it up. I'm like, hey, it's like, you guys out of soap? You need me to grab something? They're like, what? You guys don't have hand soap? Like, oh yeah, I guess we didn't even notice. It's like,
wait. Okay, this is bad because I'm not that offended by that story. Do you?
it was
do you wash
instant
your hands?
dismissal.
You always wash your hands with soap?
if you take a shit, you need to.
Okay, so if you take a poop, you
Yeah.
have to, unless there's sanitizer. Then
I'm a hand
hand
washer guy.
Okay, fine. I'm a sanity guy, but
Restaurant
that's
guy.
fine.
We wash our hands. We're not sandy people.
Okay, sure. So I don't wash my hands with soap unless I take a shit. I'll never wash my hands with soap.
No,
if
I
take a
wash
piss.
my hands when I take a piss
I'll
too.
pretend if there's enough people in
Like,
there. I'll
look, if
pretend.
I'm like 9 beers deep and I
Yeah.
broke the seal and it's like my second or third piss in like 25 minutes, there's a chance like I might not wash. But at sober me, we'll scrub them every time. Scrub in,
Oh,
scrub
no.
out. Yeah.
I'll pretend because there's people around.
It's not even for me.
So
It's just
like,
habit. It's not even like I
Okay.
don't think about it. I would go without it. Like, trust me, when I'm at the bar doing it, it's not like I'm afraid to put my hand in my mouth. I will.
You know,
It's my move.
You know what? You know the people that sit there and they give you the paper towel and they want tips. Some people, okay, those people.
There is a type, but yes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
those.
No,
Like-
not saying it.
like
We're not gonna say
you-
it. No. We're not gonna say it.
Like
But there's a type.
okay.
Anyway, no. Don't do it.
Okay.
But anyway,
Okay,
continue.
so some people, they feel uncomfortable when they're there because they feel obligated to tip. I feel uncomfortable because I feel obligated to wash my hands. So like I always pretend to wash my hands, but but when he's there, he's always sitting right next to soap.
Hey, you dodged the soap.
Well, no, I have to do it
You have
then
to do it.
because
You
he's
gotta
there,
take it. You
right?
gotta cleanse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you don't, he's gonna he'll judge you even harder.
It's
right?
a weird
You know?
flex that they're wearing glasses because it's like
that's
I want to
cool.
know where your eyes are.
Well, it's a men's bathroom.
I know. I'm just saying when he's wearing the glasses, he's
Oh,
wearing
like
shades.
he's checking you out.
I'm
I
probably
was
not
took-
checking me,
I took
but
it sexually. You didn't.
no, that's what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking
yeah.
he's looking at hogs. I'm just saying,
he
like,
might
he's
be,
got the
actually.
glasses on. He's like, he's giving you the old fucking Ray Charles head bobble. Meanwhile, he's just he's checking on different things. You never know. But the spritz of cologne was always nice. I mean, you're like, you know,
I didn't.
maybe you come after you drop a toonie, you know, $2, $5 for a spritz, a wash. I like to hit him early in the night. You hit him once, and then you know he's giving you gum. You know,
I've never tipped one of those people in my life.
well, hey, some people. Hey,
Never
hey.
have I ever. Not once.
Not
I don't
once.
think they deserve it. Why? For what? For what?
I do think it's classy though, how they always make sure the water is like it starts running for you. It's never too hot. One time it was pretty hot.
So
the
just
guy
to be
burned.
clear-
He's like, no, don't move your head.
Just to be clear, in this example, they have the taps that turn on. What club are you going to? What bar?
What was this like? I'm like they got the water.
What do you mean?
The bars that these people have frequent, trust me, you're still turning the water on by hand.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you
and
are.
That's okay. Here's the thing. If
I think COVID killed a lot of these people. By the way,
probably if I turn the tap, I might have to wash my hands. Actually, I take it back.
Yeah.
might
So
have to use
he
soap.
does it for you,
Yeah,
and
but
then he hits
why
you
do
with
I-
some Versace blue.
No, but hold on. Yeah, but those people are also in the places. Those people, they're in the places that like they have the automatic. You know, you put your hand in there.
Yeah, that one's a little like much. I don't think they deserve the tip.
Hold on,
Unless you're
that's-
using the Gucci spray.
But
then-
all they're doing is giving you a paper towel.
that's what I mean. Then don't tip them.
Okay, that's why.
But if there's an art to, you see a guy and he's like, "That's right, my man," and he's like hitting the water at the certain point in time, and he's like, there's an art to that. It's beautiful, especially. You know, some people break their seal. They might be in there 5, 6, 7 times.
oh, they're like friends.
You know?
And they follow each other by the end of the night.
yeah, they know.
That
They're
makes
like,
sense.
"Oh, this is big. This is big." The guy you talk about shitting on a plane. If you got to take a shit in the club, there's always that one guy, and you are getting ridiculed. Especially there's 10 dudes at urinals. There's a line. There's 3 other guys in stalls around you.
There's only one
and
toilet always, though, eh?
Oh, that's true. And you're the guy in there, and because everyone obviously the ideal move is to get that stall. You can kind of recalibrate a bit, but no. This guy just sits in there and punishes it. And now I feel like he's done, but he's afraid to come out because he knows he's just going to get absolutely roasted. So he just stays in there far too long.
Okay, hey, so do you have a system for when you're taking a shit in the bathrooms like that?
I've never taken a shit at a club. I never would. I wouldn't put myself in that position.
Like maybe
There'd need to be food
not a
poisoning
club, but like a
involved.
bar. Have you done it at a bar? I've done it at a bar.
I mean,
Okay,
I've
let's say
worked in a
club.
bar
Let's
forever,
say
but
club.
like, I'm not a big just go into the. I'm not a public restroom deuce guy.
Neither am I.
I get
But
the
I'm
stage
saying,
fright
I know, but you know, when the time comes, you got to kind of do it.
sometimes. Yeah.
So what? Okay, how about we were in Banff, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
a month ago. Do you when you know those big bathrooms? There's a bunch of people in there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You take a shit there, didn't you?
No.
Oh, it's an open. We can be honest.
Oh
with each other
wait.
here.
Like at the B&B.
No, I'm saying at the big bathrooms after the hikes. You know the big public ones.
No, I didn't take a shit. but
Okay,
yeah,
I
yeah,
took
yeah.
a shit.
Okay, cool.
When I went to take a shit, okay, there's a specific way that you have to do it. You take the toilet paper, you wrap it all the way around the toilet,
Okay.
and
so you're
then
one
you
of
take
those
like
people.
three big lines where your dick is going to go in the toilet, and then you put the paper down into the toilet,
Okay.
so nothing
That
touches
seems
anything.
clutch.
But then you end up clogging the toilet. I've clogged a lot of toilets.
You're the reason for a lot of fucking
Probably,
backups.
I feel bad about that, but at the same time, like, isn't there diseases that you can get if like you put your toilet seat down?
I'm sure there probably is.
Right.
Especially in those places.
Isn't that the one the
You gotta
people
lean over the
What's
mountain
the?
ledge.
Is it gonorrhea? What's the one where people they joke around about the whole seat thing, like the buses?
I think gonorrhea.
It's
I
one of
think it is
those, right?
gonorrhea,
So you can
yeah.
get that if you're
You
sitting in the
could.
toilet seat.
You don't want to do it.
No.
I mean, hey, I just try to, avoid those situations, I get the stage fright. It's like even pissing, like going to Bills games, they got the trough still. That's just, it's not for me.
What is that? We like,
Like
go.
when you go take a piss, it's just one big trough.
Oh, okay.
In some of
Like
the
a
bathrooms.
circle?
No. Like it's just a line along the wall, but you're just pissing in this trough. But there's no spatial, everybody's jamming in. You could barely get your dick out. And next thing you know, there's two like former offensive linemen. They're like 6'6", 330, black. They're just so hung. They got to step like 3 steps back just to get their dick into the trough. And I'm sitting there like, I can't piss. I'll do 3
You're
laps of
leaning
the
in.
stadium. I'll do 3 laps of the stadium. Sometimes I just go in. It's actually convenient when they have the bathroom where there's like that's why I'm a box guy and a suite guy these days. I don't do that. I don't do the peasant stuff because if I walk in, you know how they usually have the hand washing at the beginning and it's a lap. Sometimes I'll get the stage fright. Can't do it. I'll just loop myself right around. get back in line and just like, we're running this back again and we're pissing again.
First off, I'm a man of the people. I'm with the poor people. I'm not a box guy, but
We heard that.
We used to, no, sorry. I say we, like I had stage fright. Maybe still do, to be honest. Like, I don't like peeing in front of people. I really don't.
No, like...
And so I remember going to a Jays
Like,
game.
I'll get naked in front of the fellas, but I don't want to take a piss in front of strangers.
Dude, I was at a Jays game, and, like, I was pissing my pants pretty much, and I went in there, and it, like, turned me off to the point that I just didn't have to piss anymore. And I went the whole game without pissing.
You scared the piss out of yourself.
Yeah, but it didn't go anywhere. So
where did it go?
I didn't scare it out. I scared it in.
That's like mind over matter shit. Like, hey, do we actually... Maybe Kim Jong-un doesn't pee. Do we really need to pee?
Boom.
You just thought it... I don't got to piss.
Or poop. Man doesn't
That could
poop.
come in handy every day at like 4 a.m. for me. 4:30. Be like, I don't have to piss.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was a big thing about toilet paper shitting in clubs. But yeah, Chicago was cool. They had this place, Howl at the Moon. Something like that. Super, super popular bar. And it was cool. It was like they had like 5 different musicians that were all in the same band, and there was 5 different instruments, and they would just rotate playing every instrument.
Okay.
Made me feel like a piece of shit. Because like
you could barely play the drums.
No, I can't even do that. It's like, how are you that talented? And then they're just like taking $100 to sing in this club.
So it's like a piano bar. Oh no, like you pay to
No, it
sing?
isn't. Oh, you can, but so you pay, you tip for them to play a song.
Yeah. So it's like a piano bar, kind of. Yeah. That's what piano bars are.
See, I'm not. Is it? That blew my mind when I saw that.
Piano bars
this
are
is
fun.
so cool. And then people paid like $100 to like go up there and sing. This one chick, I've never wanted to hit a girl so much in my life. Okay, she went up there, and I guys, sorry, I know that's going to offend some people.
No, you said you wanted. You didn't act on it.
I would have. If no one was looking, I would have. And here's the thing.
I tried to.
Let me finish the story, and then everyone's gonna be like, "What a bitch!" So Nicole and I are sitting there. This girl pays $100 to go up and sing a song with the band. First, she gets up early and gets kicked off on stage. She's belligerent, right?
And on brand.
Yeah, and then they got to bring her back up. What song does she pick? Journey, Don't Stop Believing.
Oh my
God. No,
God.
you know what? Whatever, no problem. That's an ultimate karaoke song.
I need to pull a you. Actually, that song That song came on the other day in my headphones.
Yeah.
Have you ever listened to that song sung by the actual band? Actually, a banger.
What do you mean? Like by Journey?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
No, but not by some fucking drunk bitch.
It's
like,
way better.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's one of
like
those.
I hate that song. But then it came on, and it took me like a minute and a half to realize it. So I'm like,
into it.
wow, this is beautiful.
Yeah, it's a good song. That's
Yeah,
why
no one's butchering this right now.
But that's how it became a karaoke song.
Yeah.
So she goes up, paying for it. She starts singing. It's one of the easiest songs in the world to sing, and everyone knows the
everybody
song.
knows the lyrics.
She knew half the lyrics.
Hold the mic to the crowd.
Dude,
that's the easy trick.
Here's the best part. She knew half the lyrics, and whenever she didn't know the lyrics, she'd go da 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 da. So she'd be like, "Don't stop believing." Da 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 da.
Not even on beat.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, well, that's maybe me, but she probably wasn't either. But like, she didn't know the chorus. She didn't know half the stuff. Like, I think she's like, just a small town boy. That's how she started it, and right away. So, and then everyone.
Hey, how do you know what? How do you know what the kid is?
I guess yeah.
Okay, well, hey, that's funny. I mean, Nicole at Yoki would be pretty epic because she lets loose. Yeah, your wedding was great. We have now it's Canada Day just passed. Today's actually the 4th of July.
Congrats
to the Americans.
Happy Americanos.
Happy birthday to fireworks and guns.
I love America.
Canada Day versus 4th of July, though, it is like they do kind of put us in a body bag on that one.
It sucks.
Because it's like they've got, to be fair, like American flag is way more merchandisable. Like a U.S. flag headband compared to a Canada headband. Canada headband, you almost give kamikaze vibes. Dude. Like you get the U.S. flag headband or the pants cooking. You get like, a USA tank.
When you're at a sports event, do you not end up just getting jacked for the anthem? It's like you want the Canadian one to just pass.
At work, whenever there'd be a game, they'd always sing the U.S. one, and I'd always be like singing the end, and people would literally
hand
think
over
I'm
heart,
literally, like my hat's
on.
Say, yeah, like people would genuinely think I was American. They'd ask me like, "Oh, where are you from?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, Toronto." No, like
Kentucky.
where? No, like not from the no. Where in America are you from? Because the way you belted that out, like a single tear rolled down my eye, like
so damn good.
Yeah,
wouldn't it be amazing if a girl goes up at the piano bar and does the American anthem and butchers?
That would be. They usually just Fergie. Speaking of Fergie, she
died.
butchered. She didn't die. Fergie butchered.
Oh no, butcher.
She did crack, but I think she butchered the U.S. anthem at it was the basketball game. They're all dying.
Oh, the American.
Yeah,
In the playoffs.
Yeah,
I remember that.
A bunch of people have murdered the Canadian anthem. A bunch of people.
It's just easy. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, but didn't we change it like 2 years ago? It's pretty easy to murder.
We flipped it up.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
I mean, some people make up the tune of it, which is different. I love our anthem; it is a banger. But the U.S. when it's the bombs bursting in air, like give proof through the night that our flag was still there. Like, let's fucking go!
I know.
Like now I know why people join the fucking army down there. They get all gung ho.
Everyone's going nuts, shooting their guns, and then it's like, oh, Canada, and you're like,
our home and native. They're not gonna let us say native land anymore soon.
Yeah, dude, we lose the game before it starts.
Yeah, no.
That's just pretty much what happens. But yeah, everything good with you?
Yeah, man. Like recovered after the wedding week. You know, I had a pretty chill long weekend. Just got some rays, got the sun.
Dude, I didn't. You know what I did for the first time in so long? I went to the cottage. I hit a slip and slide. My body, it hurt. I'm 31. My body hurt after that. But slip and slides are so much fun.
Is it down the hill I'm thinking it is?
No, different cottage.
Oh, okay.
Could you imagine?
That's why I was like, that can't be legal. You would die.
No, we're going to the cottage this week. Maybe we'll bring one. But no, dude, slip and slides, I mean, they need an adult slip and slide thing. They need to.
Yeah, I think people just like make them on their own. Like
you should make
palm olive on the,
Did you ever like do the whole like tarp thing? Put the blue tarp down, throw a ton of soap on it, put some water, and play like mini sticks and shit.
Yeah,
that was fun.
We grew up together.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? I guess. Okay.
But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
that's how when you're old though, that's how you die.
Yeah, well, no, it hurt for sure, but like
slip and slide. The mini sticks. Yeah, I mean, how did it go though? Any were you flipping into water? Were you?
Dude, it hurt. No. Just, dude.
Was there the one hardo dude there who was like doing the running?
It was trying to be me. I was trying to be that guy, and I fell. It hurt. No, but it was a lot of fun. That was good. Everything else is good. I just drink way too much. I really got to slow down. It's like,
sometimes.
Now that I'm a married man, I feel like it's my responsibility typically to drink more, but I should start drinking less, try and live a little bit longer.
There's a photograph floating around of the trolley home back to the hotel from the wedding. And let me tell you, that guy wanted you dead. He said no less than 10 times. He's like, he's got to grab something. He's got to hold down.
This guy needs to sit the fuck down.
Like, if we roll over, he's dead. I'm like, if we roll over, we're all dead. Yeah. Like, what the fuck does it matter?
I was probably singing Journey.
Journey was playing.
Journey was playing.
You were singing
Journey was playing. Fuck. I need that video.
He was like DJ No Request. So we'd ask him for a song. Like, I think you actually were like, all the small things. He's like, I'm going to play What's My Age Again. Like,
What's My Age Again? What was I going to say? Yeah. Oh, man. That fucking trolley was a time. I passed out twice between then and getting into the hotel room. It was an absolute time. Upgraded to a suite, by the way. And the only thing better than that, and by better, I mean terrible, is the fact that I left leaving the hotel room keys in your coat pocket. Yeah. That hurts so much. I still don't know what they're going to charge me. I haven't gotten the charge yet. No. It's going to be something crazy. You don't think so?
Nothing. It'll be nothing.
$100.
It'll be not $100. They won't care.
They're going to charge me $100.
No, they won't care.
Okay.
They'll figure it out. They won't care. But you were fucked up that night. Obviously, it was your wedding, but we get back to the hotel off the shuttle, okay? I go upstairs, quickly change. I message you when I'm leaving my room. I'm like, listen. Okay. I was like, hey, what's the plan? Where is everyone? Okay. Because pretty much the plan was like, if someone threw a grenade, let's go upstairs, change, then we'll go back to the casino, drinks, whatever. Right. So I send you this message. I go down the lobby. Sure enough, you're holding court outside with like 30 people and whatever. We're all talking. Everyone kind of dissipates and there's like 6, 7 of us left. Okay. Me and you have a full on like heart to heart conversation. I love you. Like great moment, brother.
I don't remember any of
listen,
that.
I know. Okay.
Oh, no.
Like, listen, like, so proud of you. This is awesome. What a day. Nicole's like, I want to go through the casino, see it, whatever. You're not getting into the casino at this point. So essentially it's like, you're not going. I'm like, cool. I'll take Nicole. We'll go through. Right.
Yes.
Me and Nicole literally step foot into the casino. Vroom, vroom. I look at my phone. You answer the text message. You're like, hey, I'm outside of the hotel.
No, I
It
didn't.
was so bad.
No.
The timestamp on it was so bad. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I was talking to you 37 seconds ago.
Oh, that's not
It was
good.
beautiful. But then I also thought about it. I'm like, we also left you alone outside of the hotel on your wedding night. So who knows?
Yeah,
If you could have been abducted.
That was, yeah, well, it was fine. I did pass out. Nicole actually has a video of like her basically like being like, hey, are you okay? And me trying to stumble my way up to the room. But yeah, that was good. Married life, I'm embracing it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Nicole is going to, I'm a little worried about Nicole. Okay, here's why. And I probably shouldn't say that because I know that she listens to this. But she started to make some comments that have me questioning things. You know when like...
It's been a week.
No, I know. But listen. So we're in Chicago, right? After we do the deep dish and like we just dummy stuff and we're eating and we're drinking and stuff, she makes those like little comments like, whatever, it's okay. You know I'm never going to have abs. Things like that. Where it's like now
Slippery slope.
it's a slip and
slip
slide.
and slide slope.
Hey, it's a slip and slide. All right. She's not gonna like that I'm saying this, but I have to say it. It's like she's throwing little breadcrumbs out there that'll make you be like, well, you're in for it now.
Those breadcrumbs actually might be high-fat croutons.
They might be it might be garlic bread.
Like
it might be garlic bread. Yeah, so I'm a little worried about that stuff. But I mean, I'm sure it'll be great.
Yeah, you gotta keep her, keep her on her toes.
Everybody said don't get married, and I just thought they meant different things. And as soon as we did it, now she's just like, well, I'm just gonna let myself go.
Oh, they give up. They give up quick.
It's done now.
Like, hey, women are a bunch of triers before they get married, and then they love to talk about how much work it is planning the wedding and doing this, and they do put in a ton of work. But man, the moment they do get hitched, that trying meter, that give a fuck meter goes down a lot.
Oh, that's true.
But yeah, it's something you got to deal with. I mean, like I said, I wish I was gay because I could live with the boys easily. Live with it like your best friend. Like, sure, Britt's my best friend.
For sure.
But she's not going to run Chell. She doesn't want to get run COD. She doesn't want to go,
dude.
let's go to the batting cages. She's not about that life.
Every single guy
what I
right
mean?
now listening to this pod or this episode agrees with you. Nicole used to say it all the time. She's like, what would you do without me? And I'm just like, have fun.
Live my fucking life.
Yeah, best life too, not just the life.
That was your vows. The first line of your vows.
Oh shit, it was.
Yeah.
So it was.
You're fucking killing it.
But I said nice things after that. But no, like, you just drink with the boys all day long.
Yeah.
Tinder, especially today's day and age, you don't even have to leave the house.
Well, and if you're gay, Grindr's even easier than Tinder.
Oh, flying. Yeah.
But no, it's honestly it's the best way, right? Is let's just leave our wives, divorce before we get too deep with kids and stuff. Or we have kids, but they just understand we're just gonna have like a frat house almost. I guess we're just kind of pitching like Animal House.
I'm having a baby Carlos first off, and like when you see the babies like at sports events with the big headphones. My baby's gonna be going to parties, so they better have the headphone. Like, this is the thing. I hope that I don't damage.
We're literally just stealing the plot to like old school right now, but we're not. We don't plan on going to school.
That's a thing.
We're just
Was there a baby there with headphones?
Well, Vince Vaughn had a kid. Remember, he said earmuffs. That was like
he said earmuffs. Yeah. No. But that kid was older. I'm saying like you have an infant, and I'm saying like
you're talking like Neighbors. I think they might have did that. They had the earmuffs on the baby.
Maybe they did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
stealing from someone.
Yeah, you're stealing ideas from people. Hey,
visionaries.
Truthfully, like they're revolutionaries. They're breaking down barriers. They were doing. Remember, I think this is. Did they do the Molly with the kid? They might not have did the Molly with the kid, but Molly I think was had around a child, and that's just something that
I've never done hard drugs. So
but I don't know if we'd classify Molly as like hard drugs, but I think if we desensitize the youth to hard drugs, fuck it, I'll say it, at a younger age, like once a kid's 6, 7 months old, you just introduce them. No, I'm not saying you do the drugs, but you do the drugs around them. They're like, okay, that guy's fucked up. It'll actually help them in life.
But then they do the drugs.
No, well, eventually they're statistically, look to your left.
More likely.
Look to your right.
Yeah, what do you mean?
50% of the people are doing the drugs anyway. So just let them see, and maybe you trip out, maybe you die in front of them. And now they're like, well, now that kid's going to grow up, that kid won't do drugs. or their life is shattered and they're led down the path of drugs. One or the other. But they
This
got
is like
make,
half of like the Lion King.
they got to make
Isn't
their
this?
own journey.
What do you mean?
Yeah, he kind of went around.
No. Listen, first, you're full. I don't even know what you're saying right now. You're basically saying do drugs in front of your kids, and then they'll want to do the drugs growing up.
No. Hopefully they see like, wow, dad's actually not cool. Like, dad.
But what
just
if
did
dad is a vibe? What if dad has a time?
Dad probably would have a time
Yeah,
too. So
and then they're like, oh, Molly. Oh, wow, heroin only on the weekend. What do you mean? You can't
well,
do that.
I don't know if I'm doing the heroin, but what I'm saying is a heroin addict, it's better to showcase it to their kid. Their kid's 3 years old. They're wondering like, oh, mommy just takes a lot of naps. Like, no, this is actually what mommy's doing.
Okay.
They just should know.
Okay, let's get into the addiction thing for a second. Okay, because that's actually something I've been thinking about. I might take a lot of heat for this. All right. So let me paraphrase, but just saying I don't care. So I don't understand when people, or I want to articulate this. I don't believe people that are like young in their 20s that say they have an addiction. And stop. Okay. Now hear me out. Okay. I know of quite a few people. All right. And obviously we know, like, you watch TV shows and all this shit, especially when it comes to, and mainly when it comes to partiers. Okay. I don't think these people have addictions. It's like, they're like, oh, I've been going to rehab and I'm sober for like 8 months now. It's like, that's us.
I think
that's us.
Meth and heroin and like crack, those ones might be a little different.
Okay,
I know what you're
but
saying.
what about drinking and like Coke?
Blow. Oh no, that's just someone who can't handle their shit at parties.
Okay, because I know of people who drink and who do a little bit of blow, and they're like, they have their like year thing. They're like, I've been sober for a year, and I'm like, what do you mean? That just like you're just not partying as hard?
Well, if they're sober, then they're just not drinking for a year. Then that's impressive. If you want to turn it around,
impressive.
then
I don't think it's impressive.
You couldn't not drink for a year.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem.
I mean, it depends on who you ask.
I don't think those people are actual addicts. I think that they're just like attention seekers. They're basically like chicks on Instagram.
I don't know, because I think a lot of them. I think it depends because a lot of people that are going through like addiction and stuff, they're not trying to advertise the attention. A lot of them.
Are you
now?
kidding me?
I know I know what you're talking about. Some of them, part of it isn't one of it admitting it, but I think I know what you're saying. Like, if you're just say you're at a certain point, you're young enough, you're 23, 24, 25. I think it's
no way.
I think it's ignorant to say that addiction can't exist in that realm.
It doesn't
but
exist.
I do think that. Yeah, like you just don't have a control. Like, you just can't control yourself. Like, who wouldn't love to do a bunch of fucking and hookers and fucking drink all the time? That sounds like a lot of fun.
Well, we're not talking about hookers here.
The fact that, sex addicts, right? That's what, when anyone gets pinned cheating, they're like, I'm addicted to sex.
There's no way that's a thing. I don't believe that either.
That one, I would say, is fake. That one,
that's a fugazi.
Although, no, we got to stop talking about it because that one, the women seem to have accepted that as like a viable excuse. So we shouldn't touch on that.
Me?
Look at Tiger. He came out. He's like, oh, no, I didn't cheat on her with a bunch of Perkins waitresses. I'm just a sex addict.
Yeah, but Tiger should just get a pass anyways for being Tiger.
Yeah, he's the GOAT. But I think that chicks aren't going to give us passes like that. His wife took like $1 billion from him.
Okay, well, the money thing, and like, you got to be really good looking. If you're a sex addict, allegedly, and you're really good looking, you're going to clean up. You're going to be great.
Oh, yeah. But I'd say if you're really good looking, like you're a sex addict, then you're just someone who got caught cheating, and then you're saying you're
That's
a sex
what I'm saying.
addict.
Okay, but we agree. Like, those things don't exist.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, and neither do like 25-year-old alcoholics. That's not a thing. Partiers.
I think like there's rare choices. There's rare things where it is.
There's
yeah.
no way.
There's rare people that are, but I'd say for the most part, yeah, maybe a little bit. I know where you're coming from. I don't know if I agree with it completely, but
okay. So you agree with me. Cool.
Sure.
Okay.
Lock it up.
Moving on. What else? I want to talk about something else. Oh, okay. I had a new Dragon's Den idea. Okay.
Okay.
Now, this is the. I think I have two.
Okay.
But yeah, I do. I have two, but these are gonna just blow your fucking mind. All right, and get ready for this.
Okay.
Okay. So, first one. What we noticed after the wedding was we had quite a few like quite a lot of alcohol that we wanted to return.
Okay.
All right. Now we went to return some of it. There's glass and there's plastic. There are like two different piles to return. I was like, well, that's weird. Why do you have to return them in different piles? Do you know why?
I mean, they're different, is what I'd imagine.
Okay, cool. But no, there's an actual reason. So the glass can just go back up on the shelf. Sanitize, go back up, no problem. The plastic gets destroyed. Why does the plastic get destroyed? I asked. Because
chemicals?
No. People can siphon out alcohol from the bags and from the bottles. And then they could fill it up with something else. Dragon's Den. Alcohol patch. Sell it in Canadian Tires. You're welcome. Here's what we do, okay? You get a bag of wine. You poke a little hole in it. You drain out all the wine. You fill it up with a little bit of grape drink, and then, boom, apply your alcohol patch. We just have to work with the... Let me finish. We have to work with the engineers on exactly how to do it, kind of like a tire patch, and then it just slowly, like we burn it and melt it in, so it's a seamless transition. Patch the bag back up, return the bag back to the LCPO. No one's going to know because guess what? They're going to return.
We have the alcohol.
They're returning it and we have the alcohol. So now, they're going to destroy that. They're not even going to taste it. It's destroyed. There's no problem, okay?
But I think like if all of a sudden there's a huge spike.
We just hit different ones. We hit different ones.
Are we selling it at a Canadian Tire?
We're selling it everywhere. Okay, wait, hold on, time out.
So
wait, not a Canadian Tire. Oh, wait, are we selling I thought you meant the alcohol. Wait, the patches, right?
Oh, we could sell the alcohol.
The patches are sold for sure Canadian Tire.
Okay.
And
you've already got like distributors.
And that's the easy part. Okay, the hard part is just finding out is trying to get the engineers on board here.
Is making the patch.
Making the patch. Okay, which by the way is going to probably lead me into my second idea. Okay. We're going to have to troubleshoot around this. But going back to this, right? Is it illegal to can I put out like a Kijiji ad or eBay for alcohol? Is that illegal? I thought maybe it's illegal. You can't do that?
Yeah, well, putting out the ad isn't illegal, but if there'd be like set up a Chris Hansen sting operation of you selling bathtub moonshine. Okay. So it's against the law to sell the alcohol. I don't know about advertising it, but it's frowned upon.
So I can't sell okay. Well, we're going to have to work our way around that.
Well, yeah, but you just back channel it. I mean,
right.
It's like buying weed from some kid's grandma's basement, you know?
Yeah. That's number one. Okay. Alcohol patch. Boom. Local Canadian Tire.
Okay. Idea 2.
Okay. Idea 2.
Let's hope it's better. I hate all your Dragon's Dens, but
but I want
to.
Was rice bag my idea?
Hey, rice bag's great.
That's phenomenal.
Rice bag is
great. You put an Apple logo on that. It's phenomenal.
Hey, this one wasn't bad either. But could I hear the next one?
This is even better. Okay. If you thought alcohol patch was good, okay, boys and girls, this is gonna knock your dicks off. Probably shouldn't have said boys and girls after I said dicks. So here's what we're doing, okay? Is there anything worse? I'm pitching. Ready?
Oh, I'm listening.
Okay. Is there anything worse than a bad haircut?
No, probably not.
Maybe chlamydia. Nothing else. Okay. All right.
Yeah. I mean,
or those
pet dying. That sucks.
Those rusty toilet seats we talked about. So I want to avoid that. I want every single haircut to be perfect. Now, I love my boy, my barber. I'm gonna give him a shout out, Aaron. Great. Okay. But every now and then he'll make a mistake. He'll slip up.
So how great is it?
Everyone does. He's phenomenal, but everyone does. Okay.
Not everyone.
Everybody does. So who's the guy that says everybody gets one? Fuck, I forget. Oh, never mind. Anyways, okay. So here's my plan. Now, again, we got to get the engineers involved in this one. But you have a machine that goes over top of your head. Just see, this is why.
No.
I'm trying to pitch to you.
I'm excited. Most inventors are engineers, by the way, and not like they have the. You're like Steve Jobs. You're just an ideas man.
That's me. I'm creativity. Yeah. Okay? I'm oozing here. Okay, so I don't know. I don't have a name yet. We can come up with one, but basically, it's something that goes over your head. All right. Now there's like there's a bunch of air, like a suction thing that sucks all of your hair straight up. Okay. Okay.
I want to say this already exists.
No, it doesn't.
Is this what used in the 70s and 80s? Like they put you'd always see women
like
at salons.
Thing, isn't it?
Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. But it's like alien looking.
This is completely different.
Okay.
But it might look like that.
Okay.
But it's very different.
Okay. Very different.
So we have that. It goes up, right? Okay. Now there's music and the headphones.
Love that.
Right?
Love
Boom.
that.
Get you in the mood. Mm-hmm. Secondly, your hair's already standing up. What this machine is going to do, it's going to automatically program your haircut. Kind of like your shaver. You know when you turn a shaver on and it's automatically set to your thing?
Okay.
This, you've already set up exactly how you want your hair, the sides and everything. Cuts it all. take it off. Perfect haircut every
What if
time.
you got a weird fucking shaped head?
Well, no, that's okay because it's set to your hair.
It's like AI is gonna do some scan, and then it's gonna fucking slice and dice.
It's scan 3D. Then you be like, I want a 2 here, blah blah blah, fade here. Just done.
So
Every
you're
single
trying to
time.
ruin the male hairdressing industry.
Hear me out. I love Aaron. All right, and
Love
by
you,
the way,
Aaron.
by the way, actually, how you spell his name is Aaron.
That's how you spell it. Most male Aarons.
Is it?
Yeah. Erin is the chick way.
Can I tell you something? I love to learn.
Yeah.
Okay, so I love him and his wife. They got married during COVID. Love them both. But if I have it my way, they're out on the streets. Okay, their
they
house
have
gets
kids yet?
repoed. I don't know. They don't have kids.
Don't worry about it then.
That's what I'm saying. Out
They
on the
can fucking
streets,
fight for their food like everyone
all
else.
of them. All right, you're an afterthought at this point. I think we're gonna take over the industry. Perfect haircut every time.
You got to do more than cut a good hair. You got to suck a good dick if you want a house in these times. I mean,
No, yeah.
once we
100%.
have the, let's call it, oh God.
Well, they cleaned up in during COVID.
Well, yeah,
hairdressers
it's illegal,
cleaned up.
like door-to-door hair chopping.
Yeah.
Imagine like that's how you got booked. Like the feds kick the door in, and it's just you getting a haircut. It's just not what it looks like. It's not what it looks like.
Put the fucking scissors down.
It's not what it looks like. Oh, he's halfway done.
I was sucking his dick. I swear.
Okay. One time we had
Wait. How was it? That was the idea.
the idea was pretty. I love that one. I like
That's
that.
a good one.
I like
need
that.
a good name.
We need to. We're gonna think about the name.
Okay,
Think
let's
on the
put
name.
a pin in that one.
Okay.
Because maybe when we get Jimmy on here,
He is a
get
name
the
guy.
juices going. He'll get that.
He has Jimmy Juice. We
and
need
then
the Jimmy Juice.
and then all we need is like maybe a couple Asians. They'll figure it out.
I'll call Bops. See, he's
Call
not the good
Bops.
kind of Asian though. He's
You
like
need
not
a smart, one. He's not a
I
smart
know,
one.
he's a dumb
Go to
one.
MIT.
Yeah,
Right?
I'll
Somewhere.
figure that out. I'll
Yeah.
go to Mitt.
No problem. Done.
One time, the haircut thing though. One time, like when we just opened a restaurant, we had these two kids. They're like best friends. Love hiring friends, but man, God, can it bite you in the ass? This one was funny. It's like Friday night. Okay, there's two kids that work in the kitchen. They call in sick. One of them calls in and says, "Hey, I can't go to work. Come to work. I was cutting the kid's hair. Right? Call him OJ.
Yep.
Actually, the kid's name. I was cutting OJ's hair,
OJ.
and I fucked up. Yeah,
What's his?
last name was not Simpson.
Okay.
I was, so he's like, I was cutting OJ's hair and I fucked up. We got to go to the barber. I'm like, why the fuck do you need to go? He's like, well, you need to go with him for like emotional. So I'm like, for emotional support. He's like, the haircut's pretty fucking bad. is what they say. So unfortunately, I'm like, if you don't come into work, I mean, it is what it is. They didn't go. They came. They got lined up. And then they came in the next day, looking fresh, might I add. The hair was great. Great lineup.
Oh, God.
And I had to fire them. And they didn't understand why.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's not at the bar like a couple years later, and they're like, why the fuck did you fire me? I'm like, bro, you called in sick for a haircut.
Some people though
He's like,
with
that's
their
actually
hair.
a good reason to fire me.
Remember Franco? Remember we had the whole
Niagara
the Niagara
oh my
trip
God.
booked.
Yeah.
And like it was a 3-hour delay, and then we find out he was waiting for like 2 hours in his barber shop.
Yeah. Waiting.
Like go to
Drinking and fucking rolling dice.
go to Target, get a haircut. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I
But
don't
they
subscribe to
but
that
there's
theory, but
you know what? But people that just buzz their head, who cares?
yeah, I guess. But
Just
they're
buzz your
getting
head.
fades and stuff. Like it's not the same. I don't want anyone just this. How good is Aaron? Now that I think about it, you're
Good,
shitting
he's
on him. You're
good,
saying you
he's
can throw him
good.
on the
No,
streets.
he's good.
Like,
He's good. I'm not.
Did he cut your hair for the wedding?
Yeah. Listen,
Okay.
I don't. Time out. I don't want nothing but double negative. I want him to have a great life. But I'm saying if I have it my way, he's on the streets.
You're
with
putting
his
the
wife.
bowl on your head and
What
you're
am I
getting the
gonna do?
fucking custom cut.
What are you gonna do? You know, it's gonna have to be something. By the way, suck something. That's the name.
Coco's custom cuts.
No, suck something for sure.
The sucking cut.
Suck it.
Suck it.
Suck it.
I like suck it, but
What? You think fat girls get upset?
no. Suck it. Why would fat girls get upset?
Yeah,
What,
just
fat
when
girls
it
don't
does
give head?
sound, it's like it's like a tummy tuck thing.
Well, if they could fit the bowl on their fat stomach, then sure they could use it that way. But I just don't think that's how it works. It's like they do the suctioning on the ass to like pop the ass out.
Oh yeah.
You put ours
crazy.
on you put the whatever the fuck we're calling it on the.
Suck it.
Or you put a suck it on your ass, like oof.
It sounds bad.
You suck it. You get caught, dude. Like, what are you doing? Oh, sorry, me and the boys were just sucking it.
What if suck it's? We don't sell them. You can't bring them home. You got to come to our shop.
What do we call it? The suck house?
Of course we do. The suck
Like-
house. And now you got to come to us, and we're basically
Oh,
we
you're
have as
gonna
many
come.
locations as like Taco Bell, and you just
We're everywhere.
everywhere. You show up, you get a suck it, done. We're again.
I like
We're
this.
gonna get the Asians. This is the thing. I'm telling
I
you.
don't know. If we have a place called
And-
Suck It, I don't know if we should involve the Asians for no reason in particular. I think we need to come up with one of these big ideas because I mean,
that one.
if you think about it, right now we're treading at water. Like we need to we're trying to become millionaires, okay? And then we'll work on billion and trillion after. You know?
Not through the pod.
Definitely not through the pod.
Nope.
So
We're just locally recognized.
we're just locally, we're just recognized kind of at the corner store and everything. And mainly it's because I got to start paying for things when I go. There's pictures of me everywhere. But the NHL in their free agency first 2 days spent $650 million. Okay.
Really?
The NBA.
That's not a lot.
No, well, the NBA spent $2.8 billion. And I get it that I know it's a large amount of money, but it's not that much more. But think about it. There's like 20 dudes on a hockey team. There's like 2 people that matter on a basketball team. Now, like, I get it. The 7th dude is still getting like 18 mil a year these days because it's fucked. But like, think about that for a second. They have like 1/5 or 1/6 the amount of dudes. Well, I guess not with a bench, but
Buddy,
you know,
Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, they're getting it.
2
They're
points
getting
out.
it. Now, I will say, NFL, they don't pay running backs well. And other than McCaffrey, I don't know too many whites running the rock like this, but I mean they're crushing that game. I mean you're right because the shooters aren't getting paid as much. So
Crazy.
yeah, but 2.8 billion. I mean not bad considering the class.
TP deals.
I mean Freddie though took the bag, abandoned
Dude, how
the
do you,
city
I don't
for
understand.
Houston.
Who
But
cares?
I get why.
What's he
He's
making?
making more than Kyrie,
Yeah, it's crazy.
which Kyrie's a fraud, so it's fine.
It doesn't. He's not a fraud. He just doesn't know science. But
Freddie's a fraud too. He's like a Drake impersonator.
I don't know. But those guys. I mean, there's no reason why Suck It can't be a thing if Freddie can make 40 mil a year.
Okay, I know who. Okay,
Yeah.
this is who we get. I think we might need to work on Suck It for the name, but this is who we get to advertise for our chain of Suck It's, okay?
Okay.
He's a man who recently, triumphant return to the top of the golf world with a big victory.
Oh.
Who better to be the spokesperson, national global ambassador
Love it.
for Suck It than Big Dick Ricky Fowler?
Yeah. Welcome back. That's it.
Like,
he's in.
We'll make the orange, like the
Orange,
here's orange. That's what the color will be.
With not Cobra,
Yeah.
but the logo.
Exactly.
Just for him.
Yeah. And we'll put the RF on. He's got his own thing. Like,
Done.
hey, like I'll get faded with Ricky.
Yeah.
That's just
Faded with Ricky.
faded with Ricky.
Welcome.
Hey, want to get faded with Ricky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just him getting high in the corner.
Literally.
Yeah.
He's the man, though. I've always loved Rick Fowler. But
Great.
yeah.
Anybody with a Sunday outfit. You know what I mean? If you got a
Yeah,
Sunday
they're usually
outfit.
classy.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure they are.
Yeah, usually classy.
Yeah.
I actually golfed today. It was fucking hot.
Where'd you golf?
I just went to a little goat ranch down the road, but
Oh shit.
it was so hot, man. I was melting.
Yeah, I don't golf in heat.
Yeah, it was.
Can't do
The club almost left the hands a
Clubs
few
get
times with the
slippery.
sweat. Yeah, it was tough.
Golf's one of those weird sports where like you gotta. It's kind of seasonal, but
Well,
it
it's
isn't.
seasonal for us because we can't really.
Yeah,
golf in the
Canada's
winter, but-
tough. But I'm saying like with the dead summer, you can't really golf.
Oh, it's fucked if you do it during the day. You can do
Right.
Twilight's nice, but
Yeah, it's
if
like
you're in a cart, it's one thing. If you're walking it, trying to get the steps in, then you're in one.
So, by the way, again, so now we're going from the wildfire. Oh, I forgot to tell you this. We're in Chicago. It's hilarious. We're in Chicago, and everyone starts complaining the day of the Canadian smoke.
Oh, the air quality, I
It
know,
made their
yeah.
way to Chicago.
Let's go.
We got a thing on our thing that on our phones that was like
City?
it was the best. It was like top 10 like worst polluted air quality cities, whatever. Toronto was 1 and Chicago was 3. And then all the people there were just shitting on Canadians the entire time. It's like the one time where you like had to hide your Canadian flag.
Yeah, you're like fuck.
Yeah, they hate us there right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
I hate it everywhere.
Yeah, I mean they're hated everywhere they go. So,
It's true.
although I can't speak ill on the 4th, I love Americans. So I think American stereotypes are kind of bullshit. But
I think most of them are, except people from Boston. They're all accurate.
yeah, prick city.
Now I just
hate their sport teams. Sick City, hate their sport teams.
Yeah, I mean the pride thing is one thing. It's just they're and then they keep winning. That's the problem too. It's
Yeah,
like you can't
that's
keep
another
winning.
problem.
Yeah.
They just fucking win. All the Patriots suck.
Yeah.
Giants 2-0, Super Bowl.
Okay.
Suck it, Tom Brady.
We're cutting it there.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be interested. The weather's been weird, and like now I've brought this up before, but I've been getting like random messages now, even on like Twitter notifications. I don't even get I didn't even know I had Twitter notifications on. It'd be like weather advisory.
Yeah, they tell you.
Tornado touching down. I'm telling you, it's the new thing now. They're trying to like fucking pump it into you. They're like, okay, they've got wise to the vaccines.
It's a climate thing.
It's climate now, and
Climate's
now it's
the
weather
next
warning.
thing.
Because think about this winter. This winter was fucking soft.
True.
A couple snowstorms, whatever. I feel like once a week I was getting a like, you need to barrel. Like if this was Kansas, they'd be in the fucking Twister shelters in the basement.
Yeah.
They're like, you need to go to the store and stock up for 3 weeks because
Canned
who
foods,
knows? Everywhere's gonna lose power. It's like it would barely snow. So I think that's I don't know. Where do you stand on them they're trying to fucking control us with the weather?
This is like the boogeyman now. Listen, they have to because, well, first off, there's a bunch of people who have been like, a bunch of the pharma and all these people who have been saying like, oh, second waves, or I guess now it's like the fifth wave, but they're like, there's another next pandemic's coming through. Next pandemic's
and the
coming
frog's
through.
gay.
When you have a bunch of the pharma people like coming out and being like, oh, we still have like 17, 18, 20 million vaccines we have to get rid of. It's like they're, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, exactly.
I think, and I tested positive. This one's even worse.
No. Yeah, so there's that. And then, no, I mean, it makes sense. It's right now we live in a weird time where even I think most people are kind of starting to wake up to it. Even most people that like aren't trying to be conspiracy theorists are kind of being like, I might be calling bullshit on some of this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think questioning things has always been something that you should do. I think now the internet, the problem is there's so many fucking dumb people in this world. There are. And the problem is not everyone really deserves a voice, you know? Freedom of speech. Freedom of speech should be cut off to some of the idiots.
Can I speak there, Stalin? Or
yeah, I'm just saying. Like, I just want to control all of the media.
Yeah.
No, I just think that it's the good and the bad is that if you get enough dumb people together on one side or the other, then they're going to feed into their own narrative, and then it becomes bigger and dumber than it actually starts out as. And that's kind of what happens these days. You get all these fucking idiots on the one side or all these fucking idiots on the other, and it's an echo chamber because their algorithm just feeds into their own fucking...
Listen, I'm just gonna combat it quick, and then we can move off this. I'm gonna go on what you just said there because I'm gonna say this: all those idiots, right? All those dumb people. If it turns out that a lot of what they've been saying were accurate when it comes to the COVID stuff.
I'm more talking about like just people who are genuinely dumb. Like not saying just vaccine.
But most people are genuinely dumb.
No, but you know the type though. It's like every single thing that happens, we all have like 5 to 10 people that we have on social media that are there just for us to creep on how stupid they fucking are. And like those are, and it's not that I agree with you. Like don't get me wrong. Vaccine this and control this whatever, but
I'm not talking about vaccines.
No, I know, but I just sometimes like you read the things people say. I'm just not saying any point they have. You genuinely read what they say. You're like, this person is a fucking idiot. The problem is they're just surrounded by all people who feed in. Yeah, actually, that's the greatest fucking point I've ever read.
Woo!
Exactly. Or the other way is where it's like, yeah, everybody deserves to feel and love and this and that, and then next thing you know, it's they're legalizing crazy shit that they shouldn't do that either.
My work was asking if I wanted to partake in the we do like a cupcake bake, and it was for like Pride. So they're asking like,
gotta get the Betty Crocker with the rainbow
hey,
sprinkles.
I'm like, hey, are you gonna like post a pic of your like Pride cupcake? And I'm like, look, I think everyone should live their life, but get the fuck out of here.
I'm eating my fucking
There's
cupcake.
just no way. I love all those flavors together too, sure, but no.
I'm gonna eat my cupcake.
I'm gonna eat it and I'm gonna enjoy it. And apparently my buddy sent me this thing today because I'm a big Bud Light guy. Always have been, always will be.
Love Blizzies.
Love them. Love me a smoothie. So apparently there's some places in the States, I don't know how accurate this is, that Bud Light is cheaper than water.
It's like down that bad, eh?
Yeah. I don't so I'll agree with you.
When I was in Nashville, I will say you could not get a Bud Light on Broadway.
Yeah.
You couldn't do it. Miller Lite, million of them.
But no,
Coors Banquet,
nobody's going Buddy, eh?
Not Bud Lights.
It's so fun. Like, I don't understand people. This is where I think like people in politics get too far. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like they did
again,
something you don't agree with. But like,
That's part of the dumb people I'm talking
I
about. Yeah, Kid
guess.
Rock shooting a case of Bud Light with a fucking RPG, saying "My name is Kid," and then fucking blows up a case of beer. Like it's gonna get dumb people fired up because I'm not the smartest. I'm kind of dumb, but shit, man, if I see someone blow up a case of beer, it's gonna get me fired up too. So
I guess, yeah.
Although I will say, best night I had was at the Kid Rock bar in Nashville. There was not one Bud Light to be seen in that place, but it was fucking epic.
There's no way they sold Bud Light.
No, not one.
Yeah. You know that's the first call they made.
I ordered a seltzer. The guy's like, "You fucking fairy." I was like, "It's good."
Here, we got cupcakes for you too,
I
bucko.
was like, "I've been drinking all day, man. It's about a ranch water."
That's funny.
Yeah. That was
by the way, love Wrigley. Ton of fun.
Oh, Wrigleyville. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. Hold on. We go. So, do you know to get a neutral, a little neutral that Nicole was getting was 20. It's like $22 in Canadian, 22 Canadian dollars.
For a seltzer?
Not just the regular little cans. Yeah, it's like 300 mils, 22 bucks. We're in tough here, guys.
Wow.
This
You
is
gotta
fucking-
get a Tolly. You gotta not fuck brand
They
loyalty. At the
they
point.
didn't have them. They didn't even have them, dude. I'm telling you.
These people in Chicago need to learn how to drink. I'm not even saying, look, you could crush a million beers, crush a million seltzers. I'll go back and forth, seltzer, beer, whatever, same day. It doesn't matter. But one thing I will say is you can't have the baby cans at a ball game.
Well,
You can't have a baby can at a ball game. You need king cans.
I don't want to disrespect Chicago. They could have had tallies for the beers. No. They didn't have the Kings. They did not have Kings. They had tall boys.
Tallies
and beers.
at least are okay.
Okay, yeah. But they didn't have the Kings. And no, for the seltzers, they only have the little ones. But I want to know what it would be for a fucking tall boy.
It'd be like $80 and a finger.
Buddy, I would have been sitting in. If I would have had to sell my tickets and be sitting in the shitters.
Yeah,
I would have been in the back of the plane.
You'd have been in the back of the plane.
The back of the plane.
Fucking just wishing there was a slip and slide though onto the field would be pretty nasty. Wrigley. The thing is with the Cubs is that like they just went through their window where they won and everything, but now they're just fucking shitty.
Yeah,
Well, they're
trash.
actually better this year, but they're
They're like 500.
they have Stroman, so that guy's just not my cup of tea.
No, I didn't actually know they had Stroman, but
Yeah.
that place is it's a lot of history there.
Does it smell like piss?
Yeah, it genuinely does because it's only like one little U shape that you're walking through, and then for whatever reason, I don't know why this is, all the people that are trying to scalp at the front of the place, you know, like they have the famous big red sign.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone wants to take their picture there. They weren't letting people like these like
Smart. That's smart strategy.
So wait, they weren't letting people take pictures. They're like purposely getting in the way, and then they'll be like, "Here, give me your phone. I'll take your picture." What was that about? No, we didn't do it.
Quick transfer.
They're like they were running like, you know, when like you'd like someone was like, "Hey, I need a ticket," and like scalpers would like they'd all run and race. Right. They'd race to them. Right. They were doing that, but they were doing that like if someone had a phone, they were doing that to try and get their phone to take pictures. Someone needs to explain that to me. I need
Times are tough.
If a listener could like just post on our socials, I want to know what these people in Chicago are doing.
Talk to me, brother, at
Talk to me,
gmail.com.
brother.
We need to know. Well, I think I know. I've done it before where you go to take the picture of the girls. You just fucking don't even take the picture. You go to messages and shoot yourself a text. Like that'll work too. But
no.
But they could open up fucking your banking app quick Venmo.
I don't know, but they were like, and they were pissed too. Like they were fucking really pissed. If you took a photo without that, like their permission,
no one takes a fucking picture
This
in this
is my
city
block.
without me.
yeah,
I'm the picture taker
scalpers.
in this fucking city.
That was the weirdest thing. They didn't even care about tickets. I'm telling you,
they're not even good
They weren't even there about
scalpers.
tickets.
Yeah.
they were
They
selling
just want
tickets, but it was
pictures.
about pictures.
Maybe they're like aspiring photographers. They're just like they look at you like, Louis, look how good this one is. He's like, wow, it's fucking beautiful, man.
Yeah, well, that should be in the Chicago Art Museum, and
It
then there's
should,
people like us that don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's my memory. I don't know. We had something going on, but now I forgot what it is.
Aren't you getting married again?
Oh my god, I am getting married again, aren't I?
I will say Nicole's caption for her post, married my first husband today. Come on now. That's good.
She thinks she's funny.
That was good.
She thinks she's funny.
I think she's
I'll
pretty
tell you
funny.
what, she's going to be a great divorcee, and our kids are going to be so lucky they're going to have 2 Christmases.
That's it. I will say it sucks that we grew up kind of poor, but 2 Christmases, what is a benefit? 2 Christmas, and then a little bit of a competing
Double
Christmas.
the GI Joes.
I will say, like divorce parties though, your divorce party is going to be a
It's gonna
fucking
be wild.
rager.
I know. I'm going to get the same DJ.
You have to.
He'll be like, "Welcome
yeah.
back,
Hey,
the fellas are back." Oh, I'm excited.
I didn't
now.
like that bitch anyway.
Yeah. Fuck that bitch.
Fuck that bitch.
And like her mom is there.
Yeah.
She's like, fuck that bitch.
Some of even the meaner parents joined
Oh, God. Okay. Oh, by the way, completely off topic, but this isn't a Dragon's Den thing. They need to remake Parent Trap. That movie was so good. They need to remake that movie. I don't know how like we're okay with Lindsay Lohan being the.
You got to get the kid from Big Daddy. Get him to do it. No, he's
sure.
old. He's old now.
No,
He's
it's got to
old
be.
now.
I think it's got to be the girls. Don't do the guys. It's got to be the girls.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Sorry, my bad. Yeah,
No, it's
I
good.
interrupt you. And
No, it's fine.
This is basically what this podcast is. It's just I fucking ramble on with genius Dragon's Den ideas that'll eventually make us millionaires. Maybe make a new submarine, and then you basically just shit on them.
No, I think we need to explore redoing Parent Trap. I think how hard.
It's a harder one though.
How hard could it be to make a movie? We have iPhones. I'm just saying.
True. Oh shit!
Like it can't be that hard. All we need to do now. This is the part that's difficult. We just got to find twins. And Lindsay Lohan wasn't even a twin, so we just got to find one kid who's got.
So you don't need twins.
Split personality or works long days though.
Well,
she's doing twice the work.
It's just CGI. What do you mean?
So we're AIing this thing.
Yeah, just CGI. Okay.
Oh, other Ev.
Other Ev's calling.
But I mean, I could call him on my phone if you want after, but.
No, it's fine.
I just don't understand where, like, the hard part, I guess, would be the boat. We'd have to rent the boat that they got married on. I could use a trip to London.
Well, we can completely redo it. It doesn't have to be in London. I think the movie's.
For some reason they're in Vegas.
I think the movie's hard. The movie's gonna be harder than anything else. I think Suck It.
I think
probably.
Suck It's
well.
the
First
one.
off, Rice Bag is the winner.
Rice Bag's the real winner,
and it's like cost efficient.
Yeah, it's Suck It is. I feel like our names are. We got to work on the names. They're very offensive.
Once MIT gets
Suck
involved,
It
this thing's gonna blow up, and we're not gonna have time to do name stuff. So
what was the first one? Alcohol Patch. That one's the dumbest one and the worst name.
How?
Not the dumbest idea, just the worst name. Alcohol Patch. Come on.
We just talked about how $22 seltzers, and you think that's a bad idea? Alcohol Patch? It's genius. Maybe the name needs work too. I don't know. But the Tangless headphones, if we want to go back to
one. That one's pretty tough.
Now it is. It didn't age well, obviously, 'cause this is before AirPods.
That one's probably the worst idea, but at the time was a great idea. Yeah. Again, you're just not an engineer. You're an ideas guy.
I'm not.
You thrive off creativity, and then you want some other person to actually do the hard part of creating it.
Right. Okay. You know what we need to do? Again, here's just the base of it. Not a lot of filler here, but what we need to do, I think, is like create a new style of pizza. After Chicago, right? My life changed, but I think that you can just create a new style of pizza that'd be popular.
Toronto style.
Yeah, something
we just
different.
Figure it out. We serve it upside down.
You do something cool. Yeah.
See, no one will ever take my opinion on pizza seriously because I don't eat cheese. And I think that's valid. I think that's valid. I think it's valid. I don't try to stick my nose in this fight.
Yeah, you're like the guy.
But I'll come up with a way to
tell
invent
the woman to keep the kid. It doesn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. So I think we're close. I think we are close. A couple friends of the program have basically they've said we've had some decent ideas. People have been reaching out. They don't mind them. They want to see some more stuff with kids. So
I think we need to put a lot more effort into ruining barbers and Suck It, because that one's big.
Suck It's gonna be
I think
huge.
A chain of Suck It's, and it could be like
it's
a laundromat.
Perfect haircut.
You don't even fucking need to have anyone work there. You have someone unlock the door, and then it's like a laundromat. They go in, they fucking put in their money, they sit in the chair, they get sucked, and then they just leave. And maybe they leave a tip if they like.
I actually have a laundromat idea, but it's tough.
Okay, well now I need to hear it.
Okay, basically, it only works if we have enough chains. But my idea is that people just drop their clothes off, but like don't pick them back up. So like you drop your clothes off. Hear me out. You see, you do it again.
Okay, no. I want to hear it.
Fucking goddamn negativity.
I want to hear it.
Okay, so you drop your clothes off, right? Like this is why Blockbuster was so cool, because Blockbuster had all these different options, and then you got what you wanted.
I think I know where this is going. Okay,
yeah,
actually, I don't mind this now.
Okay, so you drop your clothes off, right, and then they're gone, but then you get to pick up other clothes. So it's like, I'm going to drop off a shirt and a pair of shorts or whatever. Then you get to pick up a brand new, like not new, but washed
But
someone
like,
else.
is there a system where they don't let people who dress shitty into this laundromat? Because what
No,
if
it's
some guy
no, it's
dresses
everyone
like
can
shit
come. Everybody comes.
and no underwear?
Well, we can talk about it for sure.
I think because if some guy's coming in and he's only picking used undies
But then
and
you could
panties,
say,
then
what,
that
are you going to
guy's...
say no socks then? Because some people's feet are fucked.
Yeah, but I think of this is a bit of a niche laundromat. I thought you're going somewhere where like, we're going to play stand-up comedy and everybody will have a good time.
No. This isn't a laundromat. Don't do that. This isn't a laundromat. You go and you put the clothes back and you get to pick up brand new clothes. This is the Blockbuster of laundromats. Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah, but what if you go there, there's just nothing but shit clothes? Do you get to gander before you drop your clothes off?
Sure, why not?
Because, but why would you be incentivized if you had sick clothing to bring it there?
The idea is that you have like there's other cool like old school clothing that is there.
I mean, the idea.
And it's like you could just, but hold on. And this is why, because instead of like, even if you have a sick shirt or whatever, or like sick 20 shirts, right?
You know what Keelan
You're always
would
going to
do?
wear, I know.
Keelan would go and he'd
sell it and figure it out. I know.
He'd be like, oh, I'm going to give this shitty pair, this $5 white Hanes t-shirt.
He'd alcohol patch us.
Yes,
he'd alcohol patch us.
That's
exactly what he did.
He's going to fucking alcohol patch the idea.
Piece of shit.
You know, I actually think that it's a cool, interesting concept. But I think if you did a laundromat where you did cockfighting in the middle of it, would be cool because you got to kill time anyway.
Cockfighting would be really cool. I think if I had to go to one illegal event, it'd be cockfighting.
What about like, why don't they do it with Chinese fighting fish? Because PETA people aren't going to care about that.
Well, there are the fish. Are those the ones that you'd like just murder
fish.
each other? What are the ones that you put the mirror in? There's like
beta ones.
Those
and make
ones?
it all. That's what I'm talking about. The Chinese fighting fish.
Okay, yeah.
So like
cool.
when me and Ryan, I had Shogun and he had I had Machida and he had Shogun.
Allegedly.
He had Meek Mill and I had Lil Wiz Khalifa. He's just puffing on the seaweed. Like these are things that we've had. Why wouldn't you set up a ring of those? Cockfights. What about stray cat fighting? They don't talk about cat fights.
Stray cat fighting.
If we could have cockfights, why can't we have pussy fights? It's 2023.
Why don't we just have kids fight in daycares?
Okay, well, you could lose your job for that, but that is actually a fun. The thing is, you'd have to really that could go south. You can't have a kid smash somebody. You need to have
sock 'em bock'em things.
Okay, if we give them headgear, and I'm talking
completely safe.
6-ounce gloves. They don't got to be huge
nothing.
gloves.
No
6-ounce gloves.
Don't have to worry about concussions. No protocols. No nothing.
No. We don't want anyone.
And
to get concussed.
also, when you're that, like, those kids get dropped all the time. They're fine, right? When you're a kid, your head's like a sponge, they say, for learning.
How is there
so
not
I would assume if you get dropped, it's like a sponge.
How is there not a comedy movie about like a fight club league, but like a daycare fight club league? Like dad loses his job and he's got to the wife dies, she ran a daycare and he's gonna take over and his buddies come over and next thing you know, he's just running game on these little children fighting.
I think you just described the plot of like Daddy Daycare 2 coming out next fall.
I'll call up Eddie Murphy then. Let's get this fucking rolling.
Eddie Murphy. That'd be cool. Yeah, I think I think the kids, there's something to explore there. Dogs, don't fuck with dogs.
Nope. I saw how that Mike Vick did that.
Do you know Vegas has the robots? Vegas has fighting robots. They're only like $40 for the tickets too. I've seen.
I know, but like the problem with that is it's hard to host that.
What do you mean?
In my basement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I could do a cockfight down here. Yeah. I could have like 2 7-year-olds could get in a scrap. There's a lot of room down here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It'd be tough if we're talking, like robots that are shooting flames and stuff. I don't need that.
Okay. What if we did, you know what? It'd be cool if you had a club that like did different things every week. And so like one week it did that. And then the next week it was like a Guitar Hero off. And then the next week it was like Yu-Gi-Oh match. Next week it was like illegal cockfighting, right? Next week, you get your kids in there. I don't know, but that'd be cool. A little bit of everything.
I like that. A little bit of spice life.
And that's only on the weekends. And then during the week, it's a laundromat. Oh my God. Did we just do it?
I love that.
And then boom, keep swapping out clothes. Yeah.
When you get bloody, when the kids get bloodied up, you just go downstairs, brush yourself off, pick something new.
No problem. Bleach gets everything out.
Yeah. I like that idea.
Okay.
I like that idea.
I think we're landing on something here.
I think start a daycare. Oh my God.
Start a
daycare in a laundromat. A laundromat daycare. Get the kids to help with the duties, the various laundry duties.
I feel like Nike would be upset because we're like stealing potential employees.
No. They're not coming over here to recruit. They're strictly, they know who they like. They've got a type. Well, we don't got a type. Any kid could come.
Anyone.
If,
We
well,
don't
no,
see. I
no,
don't
no,
see color. Do you
no,
see
no.
color?
It's
Anyone.
it's whatever parent. Their parent. It's a daycare. Their parents are paying us to watch their kids. What we're teaching them
A
is
lot of
value
subsidized daycares these days. We're gonna have to
teaching
get the
them
government involved in this one again.
We will. The government's always
For
involved if
sure.
you're involved.
Uncle Sam.
But no. But what we can do is like, we're gonna have a lot of hands to help. A lot of helping hands.
Helping hands.
Helping hands.
Helping
Laundromat.
hands.
And then sometimes they're throwing hands.
How-
I mean, it depends on what goes on. If it's a slow day
love
at the
it.
mat and there's like no chicks, because chicks are not cool with kids
Come
scrapping.
on by.
But
Wait a minute.
You know
Wait
how
a
many
minute.
dads think their kid is tough?
You know the daycare thing, right? So
Where your
if
money,
it's-
where your mouth
here's the
is.
thing. Yeah. Hey, helping hands, right? What's the one cost? Daycares make no money. Why? Because they got to pay the employees, right? The overhead costs. Okay, so instead of paying the employees, you have a bunch of girls out there that like, you know how when you go into colleges and they have like the puppy rooms for anxiety and stuff?
Yes.
Now you come to Helping Hands, cuddle some kids, stay under ratio, right? So we can keep the business, the licensing, get them with the kids. That's free employees. And then there's all these moms out there. Adoption waiting list is like 2 years. By the way, we need an adoption thing. Adoption waiting list is like 2 years. Now, instead of that, come
Get some
on
practice.
by.
Yeah,
Come
get
on
some
by.
practice. Just raise the kids for an hour or two.
Practice Helping Hands.
Okay. What if
Where
it's
helping kids helps you.
we call it the Raise Your Hand Club, where we run an extensive background check on you, and
Okay.
if you pass, you can come and hang out with the kids for a couple hours.
Now,
Wash 'em.
what's
You
extensive in the whole background check?
We just got to
Like,
make sure there's no like purple dots or blue dots or anything. No dots. No dots.
no dots, like any, like, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, no dots.
Okay.
But if they're on the level and they're like cool, it's kind of like you're a buddy accountability buddy guy thing, right? It's just it's just adults going.
This is completely different than
they're-
accountability, buddy.
It's just adults that they can't have kids, maybe for whatever
Say
reason.
adults that love kids.
Adults that love children
Thank you.
and they just want to help them and they raise their hand
Helping
at Helping
Hands.
Hands. Not only that,
Love
if
it.
they got to launder their clothing, we've already got the
We're done.
laundromat.
Come on by.
And since it's already automated,
Yeah.
and why don't we also put the hairdress suckets there? We could
Suck
get our haircut.
it.
You get a haircut, play around with Little Rascal for a bit.
Not a problem.
Fucking clean your clothes, pick up a new wardrobe, and you're fucking hitting the streets
Just
a
to
new
be
person.
clear, it's government. It's non-funded, right? Sorry, non-profit government. Next thing you know,
everything we do is profit. That's
Everything
why
we do
you
is
always say
fuck.
non-profit.
Okay.
Why are
It's
we
profit,
getting into these
profit, profit,
businesses?
profit,
It's
profit.
always for profit.
My bad. Profit.
Everything's for profit.
But we're Helping Hands. We need a logo. We put it on a couple canned goods. We get outside of the stores. Next thing you know, we got couple free
Yeah,
cans
we do like a
coming
toy
in.
drive.
Toy drive, but with
Kids aren't getting
food.
no, kids
Now
aren't
all of a
getting
sudden
the
we have a
toys.
kitchen. Just saying, how many student chefs? Get them in here,
Buddy,
Let's try it out.
Nerf gun league.
Nerf gun league.
We film
Just
Nerf gun
on-
matches and
on a
fucking
side
stream
note,
them.
we're gonna need more square space than I think
know.
we thought.
But I think the thing is, we also need a book because I would bet on kids fucking firing Nerfs.
a
and,
bookie.
Like, laser, yeah,
no bookie or a book.
Well, we're opening a sports book, so yes,
It
we'd
has
be
to
a
be a-
bookie.
there has to be a bookie.
I'd be a bookie.
Because
yeah.
there's-
or not me. No.
Because of the weekends.
We'd have a bookie. Yeah. We'd have
Allegedly.
A bookie. We'd have a bookie.
Because of the weekends.
Yeah.
Because the weekends, it's like
That's-
it's not Helping
We'd
Hands.
have more
on the
than one.
weekends.
No,
the
no,
weekends is
it's-
different.
No, the weekends is wild.
It's-
Hey,
yeah, cockfights.
Monday to Friday, that's for the kids.
But
Saturday, Sunday, unless you're fighting, it's not. For
unless
kids.
you're fighting, right? Because if Helping Hands, if Timmy, he's like, hey, I'll see you Sunday. Then he wants
Yeah.
to come on Sunday. We just get two of those guys. They come on Sunday, so it's like cockfights. And then after Timmy, he can, like you said, right?
We
goes
cannot
to-
advertise it that way.
Like what? Oh,
Because I got
cockfights
little
with
Timmy,
Timmy.
and then we get a little guy, and then it's little Timmy, and it's a cockfight. No. But what I
And
will
then we'll
say
get him out
is-
of his clothes and get him into
well, he's got to
laundry.
be he's got to be in fighting gear. Like
I'm saying after that, we got to get him out of the clothes.
Yeah.
So I can't say like Timmy, he's gonna go after the cock
strip down
and then strip down.
No, you can't
say that.
No. We're
We're
gonna
not at Helping Hands.
he's gonna change himself.
Maybe. Wait, well, we didn't talk about demographics.
It's called Helping Hands. But
in terms of like the age group, because childcare is they'll start at about 18
here's the
months
problem.
to that's toddler.
If you let like 6-year-olds throw hands, they could throw haymakers. They're not really gonna hurt each other. You can't really go higher, I don't think, than 11
is
or
pretty,
12.
Like 6 is grade 2.
That's what I mean. I don't think you can go like 11 or 12 or older than that because those kids will start like
11 or 12.
those kids will start
I thought
like
we were
boxing
going like
people.
I thought we were going like 3, 4, or 5.
Yeah, about 7 and 8 they cap off, and that's a new division because we don't want to be held liable for anything like that. You know, if 2 10-year-olds scrap, there could be damage. A couple 5-year-olds scrap, nothing bad's gonna happen.
I think I don't think we've ever been as close to getting canceled as we have been in this last 20 minutes.
It's questionable, but
We might have to end this. Helping hands. That's it. So what we're going to talk about, I think we need Jimmy in here because just someone to, spitball, fire up the old noggin.
Very helping
Get him in on
hands,
suck it, helping hands. Whatever the laundromat thing's going to look like,
Alcohol
I think that could be a
badge.
side thing. Alcohol patch in Canadian Tires is coming. Yeah, I think that's good. I think we're primed for next episode where we can kind of start thinking about distribution, how we can get these things
Here's
going.
what we do. At the Cotty this weekend,
Yep.
we'll have some chats. We'll lay out a business plan, proper foundation for how we're going to get this thing off the ground. Maybe it's a GoFundMe. Maybe it's a Kickstarter. Maybe it's a launch pad. I don't know. But I don't know about you guys. I'd love to have my clothes laundered. And not even laundered. I just like pick a new pair. Fuck it. I'd love to get a haircut from some AI robot. And then if I could bet on a couple up-and-coming fighters.
Up-and-coming is the way to do it.
Amateur fighters.
Amateur
fighters.
They are. Yeah,
throwing
they are.
hands. I will go see it. And that's only on Saturday and Sunday. During
Boom.
the week, helping hands. Weekend, throwing hands. Talk to me, brother.